including some guy named Erling Holland or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you guys have heard of him. I don't know. I've heard he's pretty good.
Release the Kraken!
Chelsea, seriously, I just want you to know that I was here when this happened.
It's a stretch, and it's in! And I can't remember the last time I saw something like this! Aguero! Guess who? It's him again!
What's up, and welcome to Absolute Sitter. I am your host, Mac, and I want to thank you for checking out this content. So really quickly, I just want to react to some articles that I'm reading right now, some things going on behind the scenes, some headlines and those things, and just give you my opinions quickly and look forward to seeing yours. If you find yourself enjoying this content, remember, like if you like, but if you really want to show some love, hit the sub and also ring that bell as well. Now, first thing I want to get into is a story about this Harry Kane deal. Listen, just the fact that I said Harry Kane deal should just be dead in the water as it is. This is a very predictable story, something I joked about like literally years ago now. It was before we had bought Lukaku, and then when Lukaku came in and when Kante went to Spurs, I already kind of predicted this and joked along with one of my friends who's a Spurs fan, like, yes, they actually exist outside of London. So I was joking with him. I was like, hey, you want to trade Lukaku for Kane? Kane wants to leave. Lukaku has only really impressed under Kante. It sounds like a win-win-win for everybody, right? And so said, so predicted. I mean, at this point, is Harry Kane like not enjoying his football at Spurs? Why would this deal be a deal? I'm not sure. Why would Chelsea be able to hold that kind of sway over what Lukaku does? I understand he has something against Chelsea at this point, really against Thomas Tuchel, if anything, because I don't know if he should really have anything against the fans. But Thomas Tuchel's not there. But even with that said, you have Fabrizio Romano saying that there's nothing really changes with Lukaku and that the idea is still pretty much him staying at Inter, him being happy and playing his football there. Why would he come back to England for a third time, to a third club, well, fourth club at this point? I don't know. I mean, is the sway of playing for Kante really that important? Does Kante really want to trade off? I mean, yes, he enjoyed having Lukaku as a striker, but does he want to trade Lukaku for Kane? I mean, I don't know. Does he want to give Chelsea Kane just to get Lukaku? I don't know if that's really what he'll be looking to do, especially when both of them are like on the north end of 29 now. They're both headed into their 30s, if not already there. I don't know. This just sounds like a dead deal, but I mean, I guess it's something for them to print and something for us to click on. You guys let me know what you think about that. It's just whatever for me. On a positive note, N'Golo Kante is back in training. I am reluctantly and tentatively excited about this. One, because obviously, who would have N'Golo Kante on the team and not be happy to hear that he's back from injured training? But I don't want him rushed back. I want to see Dennis Zakaria maybe used and some other things, because unfortunately, this is not going to be the only time we'll see Kante out for an injury, on top of the fact that we're still in the middle of trying to work out his deal. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom about this. It's obviously good news to hear that Kante is back training, but I don't want to rush him back. I want him to take his time, make sure he's fully healed, and not feel obligated to come and save Chelsea because we can't play without him and Reece James, basically. So I am tentatively excited about that one. What else are we talking about here? The on and off Christian Freund. Is he coming? Is he going to be the director? Is he not going to be the director? The last thing that I read is Luis Campos is ruling himself out at this point. I would love to have Luis Campos just maybe be an advisor. He doesn't have to be the director of football, but who knows if he'll be happy with that. According to him, he is committed to being at PSG and the project at PSG, and fair play to him. We had the opportunity to get him years ago when he warned us before we got in trouble for the loan army that we needed to get rid of the loan army and start looking at prospects. And that was literally right before he put together the Monaco team. So, I mean, misstep on Chelsea's part. But Christian Freund is also the guy who has found some really good talent, including some guy named Erling Haaland or whatever. I don't know. Maybe you guys have heard of him. I don't know. I've heard he's pretty good. But yeah, in all seriousness, so there were journalists even going on and quoting him and saying, look, it was a very strange thing that he had said. What is going to be happening in the next weeks, and they honed in on the fact that he used the word weeks to make it seem as if like this was imminent. Now it seems like kind of pushback is coming from Salzburg, and they're saying like, no, he's not going anywhere. I wouldn't be sold on the fact that he's not going anywhere. I think this is kind of like the Fofana and Cucurella thing. You can go back and watch my whole prediction on the fact that like the Fofana deal was done way before it got announced. I don't possibly really know what they'd be waiting on with this. I just know it won't be immediate. But I wouldn't say that this is not going to happen. I'm not paying attention to the day-to-day on this one. When he signs, if he signs, I know that, you know, the way Todd Bowley is pushing, we will have a competent director of football in. Hopefully that meshes well with our current manager, and it will just be on the up and up from there. So not really paying too much attention to that story. I saw somewhere, I didn't even bother clicking on it. You could meet Kepa's wife if you're interested in the whole Wags culture. Whatever. I'm sure she's a gorgeous lady. Most of these guys get married to like models and model types. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's on the internet. I'm not saying it's some kind of OnlyFans quality stuff, but I really don't care about Kepa's wife and all of that stuff. I'm really more worried about Kepa's form on the pitch than his social life. But if you're interested in seeing, you know, who his wife is, apparently that's out. You can go and find that. And finally, the last story that I'll react to is reports that Thomas Tuchel could be back in management as early as October, just in time to haunt us for Halloween. It could be yet another ex-manager with motivations to stick it to our club. In all seriousness, I'm not going to begrudge Thomas Tuchel getting a top job. He's being linked to possibly the Bayern Munich job. I don't know. I haven't been following German league as much as I usually do, even though I have access to watching the games more than I have had in the past. I'm being really awful with that. But I don't know what's going on. They're saying Nagelsmann, he might need to turn it around at Bayern. Last time I looked, they were kicking out Barcelona's teeth. So I just assumed with the Champions League, the form in the league was going well. But maybe, I don't know. You guys let me know what's going on there. But he's being linked to possibly that if Nagelsmann doesn't turn it around. I would hope that Bayern wouldn't give up on Nagelsmann already. But as I said, I don't know what the state of things are there. And fair play to him. Who wouldn't see him going back to Germany and not getting, you know, a big job like that? I could definitely see it happening. I would just look to avoid them in the Champions League if it does happen. But you guys comment below. Let me know, what articles are you seeing? What are you reacting to? Have you clicked through all of the usual news sources, your Fabrizio Romano, your articles, and you're seeing the echoes of stuff? Have you done what I've done and clicked through all the videos that are claiming to be training things only to be stills with some robot voiceover or something like that? Or are you just as tired of people posting that they have highlights from the Brighton game? If you guys aren't aware, we played a friendly behind closed doors with Brighton and we won 2-1. Still didn't keep a clean sheet, but I'm okay with the win. And there's some talk of G. Potter being impressed with Broha, of course. You know, you guys let me know what caught your eye in the articles. Let's discuss below. Until the next one, don't get caught in front of goal and miss an absolute sitter.